Hello everybody, and welcome to our third experiment involving binary option trading. This time around we're going to do something very simple. We're just going to go to three different binary option trading platforms, namely Traderush, OptionBit, and BBinary, and we're going to take a look at the fine print, the information that these sites often intentionally display in a very non-prominent manner at the bottom of their websites. And this information usually has to do with risk management and some of the risks involved in binary option trading, and the fact that the websites don't maintain any liability in terms of losses incurred, stuff that they usually have to display for legal reasons. I typically don't go over this information. I doubt that many of you do. However, I would say that when it comes to binary option trading, the more information you have, the better. So I would definitely take a look at the information at the specifically the risk involved and the disclaimer information at the bottom of each trading platform or wherever they may provide it. And as we're going to see in this video, sometimes you come across some very interesting information. So let's get right into it. The first site we're going to take a look at is Binary Options Trading, and I'm just going to scroll to the very bottom. The information that we're looking for is over here at the very bottom. I can't get rid of this annoying little question bar, so I'm just going to read it out to you because I understand that the font is very small. I'll try and read it as clearly as possible. Important risk note. Binary options trading involves significant risk. We strongly advise that you read our terms and conditions before making any investments. Results depend on whether a single asset will move higher or lower than its price at the time that the option was purchased. So I never read the terms and conditions, but if you're getting involved in binary option trading, I would definitely go over this, no matter how lengthy it may be. It talks about how this is revolutionary, makes it easier for traders to manage their risks, etc., etc., etc. Nothing specific. OptionBit provides investors with high returns up to 75 to 85% if the option is in the money. In the money is essentially when you get it right. If you say call, then it turns out that the value did go up, and put, the value actually did go down and such. Something I can't get at. I believe it's saying that the prices, that the values that are listed on the OptionBit website are the prices in which OptionBit is willing to offer the options. The prices displayed are not the real-time prices for underlying assets. This is actually worth zooming into, just so you know that I didn't make this up. God. Okay, finally got rid of that guy. Here we go. I hope you can read this now. The prices displayed are not the real-time price for underlying assets. So if you pick a particular foreign exchange and you think you're following the US dollar to the Japanese yen, note very clearly in small print, it may not be the real-time price for the US dollar to the Japanese yen. It may as well be the value of a leprechaun. It could be the value of a rainbow. These things don't matter because what they're essentially saying is that it doesn't have to be a real value. They can make these things up. At least I think that's what it's saying. Note that they also say that customers must be aware of their individual capital gain tax liability in their country of residence. And this is a fair thing to say because they're not responsible for helping people do their taxes or making sure that people do their taxes and declare profits that they make. But note that if you're going to try and evaluate just how much money you may make, be sure to keep tax information in mind when trying to estimate your profits. But anyway, I think one of the important takeaways from here is, again, I'll say this in a very loud and sarcastic voice, the prices displayed are not the real-time prices for underlying assets. There we go. I find this very interesting. Anyway, let's move on from OptionBit to BBinary. Let's see what they've got over here. Nothing. That can't be right. Ooh, disclaimer and risk warning. You know what? Let's take a look at risk warning. Let me zoom in. It's good not to have any annoying pop-up bar. Trading in products and service may even if made in accordance with recommendation, result in losses as well as profits. In particular, trading in leveraged products such as, but not limited to, foreign exchange, derivatives, and commodities can be very speculative. Right here, can be very speculative, and losses and profits may fluctuate both violently and rapidly. Now, that's not to say that one can't make profits off of binary option trading, but one must question oneself. Even if one thinks one has a solid strategy that's going to get one a lot of money time and time again, I would question that when the very trading platform that you're using states quite clearly that the values for any foreign exchange, its derivatives, or the commodities can be very speculative. No matter what, you're still speculating, and losses and profits may fluctuate. Oh, that's okay, they fluctuate, everything fluctuates. No, they fluctuate violently and rapidly. They actually seem to be pretty honest in displaying this information, but note, it wasn't there prominently on the website. We actually had to go click on the risk warning, and I'll leave this to you guys to read in detail, but it goes on to say that, it goes on to talk about recommendations, no representation, no warranty. Of course, they're not going to be responsible for any loss arising from the investment. And note that they say speculative trading is not suitable for all investors. So they've actually done a decent job of displaying this information. We had to get to it, but once we did, it's there. I'm just going to point this out again, and I'll use my sarcastic voice again, that this kind of trading can be very speculative, and losses and profits may fluctuate violently and rapidly. Okay, let's take a look at our third site, Traderush. And of course, we have to go to the bottom. Luckily, there's no annoying bar, so I think I can zoom in. And let's see what we got here. Binary options and forex trading involve risk. Yes. Results are contingent on choosing the correct direction of an asset's price from the given strike price by the selected expiry period. Once a trade is initiated, traders receive a confirmation screen showing the asset, strike price, the chosen direction, and the investment amount. When prompted by the screen, trades will initiate in 3 seconds unless the trader presses the cancel button. Traderush offers the fastest option expires available to the public, and transaction can be made as 15 minutes in regular binary options and as fast as 60 seconds in the 60-second platform. Note that I don't recommend 60-second trading. I think it's just too short of a period and too much information can change. One can't really make good decisions. But I would definitely look at other YouTube videos and a lot of other information. There's a lot of people out there that don't recommend 60-second trading either. Perhaps that'll be a subject of a different video. Anyway, let's go on since we made it so far. Although the risk when trading binary options is fixed for each individual trade, the trades are live, and it is possible to lose an initial investment, particularly if a trader chooses to place his entire investment to a single live trade. Well, yeah, if you put all your money in, it's possible for you to lose all your money. Don't see much value in that statement, but I guess they want us to be clear that we can lose all our money. It is highly recommended that traders choose a proper money management strategy which limits the total consecutive trades or total outstanding investment. Yes, when you go ahead and bet your money on us, please choose a proper money management strategy, which they're not going to provide for you. Okay, well, there's nothing particularly striking about this information here at the very bottom. But oh, wait a minute, there's something at the very, very bottom. Double asterisk. It is recommended to use Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome web browsers when trading on Traderush.com. What? Now, I actually come from a computer science background, so I don't find this all that surprising. A lot of these sites have a lot of code behind going on via JavaScript, which they're using to refresh a lot of data, or, apparently the data isn't real data based on what we saw earlier, where the prices don't reflect real prices. So who knows where and how they're pulling this data. But apparently certain browsers are preferred to others. So so far, when we've discussed binary option trading, we've talked about a lot of different factors. We've talked about the freshness of the information, whether the population spread is accurate, whether one has a solid strategy or not. But here's something you didn't know. Apparently, the choice of browser could matter as well. If you're going to use Traderush, we recommend that you use Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome, but IE, not to make a bad pun, but okay, I do want to make a bad pun. If you use IE, all bets are off. So anyway, this was just supposed to be a simple video. All we did is go to these different websites and read the information down there. In each of the websites we visited, we found interesting nuggets of information. And again, I was just being pretty simple and stupid as I went through this video. It's nothing analytical about it like some of the stuff we've tried in our other videos. But I would recommend you to not take my word for it, because remember, I'm just looking at this information at a particular snapshot in time. It's actually January 14th, 2013. Who knows, this information may change tomorrow. Therefore, I would definitely recommend that you guys take a look at this information for yourself. Just to quickly highlight what we saw. On OptionBit, it says quite clearly that the prices displayed are not real-time prices for underlying assets. If you think you're following the real value of the euro to the US dollar, guess again. We looked at the risk warning of BitToBe Binary, and it says quite clearly that the values, that the trading can be very speculative, and losses and profits may fluctuate both violently and rapidly. Yeah, that's what it says on the website. And finally, on Traderush, we found that they have a nice little disclaimer at the bottom, but apparently they're telling us that we should try and use Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome, because who knows what's going to happen when one uses IE. So there you have it. A lot of interesting factors come into play with binary option trading. This stuff never really gets old. And I hope this video was helpful. Again, I understand it's a bit of a silly video, but I do think that the underlying information, the disclaimer information at the bottom, needs to be taken very seriously. Anyway, have fun, be safe, and I guess I'll see you in our next video. Thank you.